So spent the week in Nashville, Tennessee for work, and I gotta say, it was a great time, great little gym here, but I was definitely not expecting some of this workload. Well, I was expecting it in terms of I could see the programming, but squatting for sets of 9, followed by benching for sets of 9, followed by deadlifts for sets of 6, all on the same day, which was a travel day for me, was definitely tough. This kicked my butt, and I think kind of set the pace for the rest of the week. I was really struggling this week to kind of keep up, but I think that's kind of to be expected when I'm traveling. I'm on my feet for long periods of day for work, and the fact that I'm not eating the best and I'm outside of my normal training environment, and plus we're just getting started off with a new cycle. I'm not used to all this cardio work. That it was to be expected, but it was very productive. I'm happy I made it through. I didn't really struggle too much with anything, although at the time it felt like I was. But coming back and looking at these clips, they seem to move pretty good. Here on these bench sets, one of the things that I've kind of come to the conclusion at is my bench is going to be a little bit shitty, but that's all right. I'm going to try to figure it out. And I played around a lot with it this particular week. Moving on to deadlifts here, these felt really tough this particular day. My rib and lat issue was kind of flaring up this week. I think it's still kind of a holdover from the meet and going heavy, but I'm kind of confident that it'll clear up in the next week or two. I think it's just going to be a little bit lingering, but I'm able to work through it. It's not anything that's causing tremendous pain. It's more of just discomfort. So that brings us on to the second day. Again, more squats here. All these clips that you're going to be watching are going to be the top sets that I have, or maybe just the heaviest working weight that I have, depending on the day. Because one of the things that we're doing now in this training cycle is kind of like going up and ramping the weights up and then kind of dropping it down for a final set. But I just want to show the heavy sets here because I think that's where you'll really be able to figure out the most information. Here for these photo presses, kind of a foreign movement to me. These were really big like a year ago when I was doing them all the time, and now that I haven't done them in about a year, they just kind of feel a little bit awkward. I feel like I'm almost not pausing enough 2 inches above my chest because it seems like the bar still has movement, but we'll figure it out. Here for this other set of deadlift on this day, it was tough because this platform that I was on, number 1, was kind of sloped a little bit. As you can tell, the bar rolled into me, so it didn't allow for my normal setup, a little bit awkward. I'm also probably at about a half an inch of deficit here, but these felt a lot better than the other day, and this was my top set at 495. Followed that up with some more benching, and again, it was all over the place this particular week. I was really trying to focus on a whole bunch of different things, trying to figure out where I felt the strongest, really trying to make sure my elbows stay more tucked, really tried to make sure that my shoulder blades stay more retracted. And overall, I think it's going to be a good change. It really feels awkward at first, but like we talked about last time, anytime that you're going to adapt for something that it's going to just take some time to get used to. Here is my, thankfully, last set of squats for this week. During the time, I felt that these are all pretty high, but again, feeling pretty beat up throughout the course of the week, so glad these went well. And then finishing up with bench. Overall, like I said, tough week, but a productive week in my mind, and I'm fired up to kind of move on in this program. And that's not just because each time we go through a new week that the actual amount of reps that I have to do drop. I'm just saying it's just a coincidence, if you will. Hope everyone had a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.